Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast where we help you level up your English skills for work and beyond. I'm Adam.
And I'm Sophia. Today we're diving into a super exciting topic: how AI tools like DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT can transform the way you learn English for the workplace. If you're looking for faster, smarter ways to improve your business English, stay with us.
That's right. AI is revolutionizing the way we communicate and learn. And right now, a new AI tool called DeepSeek AI is making waves. It's gaining popularity for its ability to understand complex queries and give detailed, human-like responses. But how can you actually use it to improve your English? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today.
English is a must-have skill in today's professional world. Whether you're writing emails, giving presentations, or attending meetings, strong English skills can open doors to better job opportunities. But let's be honest, learning English can be challenging, especially when you're busy with work.
Absolutely. That's where AI tools come in. Imagine having a personal English coach available 24/7, someone who can correct your mistakes, improve your writing, and even help you practice speaking. Sounds like magic, right? Well, that's what AI tools like DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT can do.
And in this episode, we're going to show you exactly how to use these AI tools to learn professional vocabulary and phrases, improve business writing and emails, practice job interviews and meetings, boost pronunciation and fluency, and so much more.
Plus, we'll bust some common myths about AI and share real-life success stories of people who have used these tools to improve their English at work. So, whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, this episode is packed with tips you don't want to miss.
All right, let's get started. First, let's break down the biggest myth about AI and learning English.
You know, Sophia, one of the biggest things I hear people say about AI is that it makes learners lazy. They think that if you use AI tools like DeepSeek AI or ChatGPT, you're just letting the machine do all the work. But that couldn't be further from the truth. AI is not here to replace learning. It's here to enhance it. Think about it like this. A calculator didn't make people worse at math. It helped them solve problems faster and focus on more advanced thinking. The same applies to AI in language learning. It's a tool that accelerates your progress, not something that learns for you. The real problem is not AI itself. It's how you use it. If you just copy and paste AI-generated responses into your emails or assignments without even reading them, then sure, you're not improving. But if you engage with the AI, analyze its corrections, and actively practice with it, that's when you start seeing real progress. AI can give you instant feedback, suggest better vocabulary, and even help you practice business conversations. That's not laziness. That's smart learning. And in a world where communication skills can make or break your career, why wouldn't you use every tool available to get better?
Exactly, Adam. And let's talk about another myth. Some people think AI can't teach you real English because it's just a machine. They assume AI-generated responses sound robotic or unnatural. But here's the thing. AI has been trained on massive amounts of real-world language data. Tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek AI don't just give you textbook-style English, they can adjust their tone to sound formal, casual, or even professional, depending on what you need. That's a game-changer for workplace communication. Think about someone preparing for a job interview in English. They might not have a native speaker to practice with, and they can't always afford a personal tutor. AI fills that gap. You can ask AI to act as an interviewer and give you practice questions. Not only that, but you can ask for feedback on your answers, get suggestions on how to sound more confident, and even practice different ways to phrase your responses. That's not lazy learning. That's strategic learning. And here's a quick challenge for our listeners. Try using an AI tool today to rewrite one of your work emails or practice a business conversation. See the difference it makes. But don't just copy the AI's answer. Study it, learn from it, and make it your own. That's how you use AI the right way.
That's a great challenge, Sophia. And I want to add one more thing. AI can actually help you build confidence. A lot of learners hesitate to speak or write in English because they're afraid of making mistakes. They don't want to sound unprofessional in front of colleagues or clients. AI gives you a safe space to practice without fear of judgment. You can ask it to check your grammar, suggest more natural ways to say things, or even correct your pronunciation if you're using a voice-based AI tool. So, to anyone who thinks using AI is cheating or lazy, I challenge you to try it with the right mindset. Use it to refine your skills, expand your vocabulary, and practice real-world scenarios. AI won't do the learning for you, but it will make your learning smarter, faster, and more effective. And in today's competitive job market, that's exactly what you need.
All right, Adam. Now that we've cleared up those myths, let's talk about something every English learner struggles with: vocabulary. Especially when it comes to workplace English, knowing the right words and phrases can make a huge difference in how professional and confident you sound. I think many learners get stuck because they're always using the same basic words: good, bad, big, small, or phrases like I think and I agree. But in a professional setting, you need to sound polished, precise, and confident. And this is where AI tools like DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT can become your secret weapon. Instead of just memorizing long vocabulary lists, you can ask AI to generate words and phrases based on real work situations. For example, let's say you're writing an email and you keep using I think to express your opinion. You can ask AI, "Can you give me some professional alternatives to I think?" And just like that, you'll get options like, "In my opinion, from my perspective, it seems that," or "based on the data." The best part, you see these words in context, which makes them easier to remember and use naturally.
Exactly, Sophia. And let's take this a step further. Many professionals need to speak confidently in meetings, negotiations, or presentations. But what happens? They hesitate because they're not sure which words to use. AI can actually help you train for these situations by simulating conversations. For example, you can type into ChatGPT, "Act as my manager and ask me tough questions about my project." And AI will create a realistic dialogue. This way, you're not just passively reading new vocabulary, you're actively practicing it in real conversations. And the more you use these words in context, the more natural they feel when you're in an actual meeting. And let's not forget about industry-specific vocabulary. If you work in finance, marketing, IT, or healthcare, your industry has its own unique terms. AI can generate customized vocabulary lists just for your field. You can ask, "Give me the top 20 business phrases used in marketing," and AI will provide exactly what you
That's
need.
such a great tip, Adam. And let's talk about something really practical: phrases for professional emails. One mistake learners often make is using language that's too casual or too formal. For example, they might say, "I want to ask you something," instead of, "I'd like to inquire about," or, "Can you send me the report?" instead of, "Could you kindly provide the report?" Small changes like this can make you sound much more professional. Here's an easy trick. If you're unsure about an email you've written, just paste it into ChatGPT and ask, "Can you make this email sound more professional?" AI will instantly refine your language, making it more polite and business appropriate. The key is not to just copy-paste the AI's response, study the changes, understand why they work, and use them in future emails. That's how you truly build professional vocabulary.
Absolutely. And let's add one more hack: active recall. AI shouldn't just be used for getting answers. It should challenge you to think and recall words on your own. Instead of saying, "Give me a list of business phrases," you can ask, "Test me on common business phrases. Give me the start of a sentence, and I'll complete it." AI will then generate something like, "To follow up on our last meeting, I'd like to please find, let's circle." So, and then you try to fill in the blanks before AI reveals the correct answers. This forces your brain to actively remember vocabulary instead of just reading passively.
That's a fantastic technique, Adam. So, to sum up, here's how you can use AI to build your professional vocabulary. Checkmark, ask AI for formal alternatives to common words. Use AI to simulate business conversations and practice speaking. Get industry-specific vocabulary lists tailored to your job. Improve your email writing with AI's professional suggestions. Use active recall exercises to test yourself and remember words faster. And we have a quick challenge for our listeners. This week, try using AI to improve just one work email or practice one business conversation. Then, notice how much smoother and more professional your English sounds.
Now that we've talked about improving vocabulary, let's take it to the next level: real business conversations. Knowing words is great, but using them confidently in professional discussions, meetings, and even job interviews is a whole different challenge. Many English learners struggle with business conversations because they feel nervous, unsure of the right phrases, or afraid of making mistakes. But guess what? AI can actually help train you for real-world situations, just like a personal business coach.
One of the biggest mistakes learners make is that they only practice English passively. They watch videos, read business articles, or listen to podcasts, which is all great, but when it's time to actually speak in a meeting, they freeze. That's because business conversations require quick thinking, confidence, and the ability to respond naturally. And here's where AI tools like DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT become game changers. Think of AI as your private business communication trainer. It can simulate conversations, give you instant corrections, and even suggest better ways to phrase your ideas. And the best part? You can practice anytime, anywhere, without feeling embarrassed or pressured. Let's start with something every professional needs: business meetings. Imagine you have a meeting tomorrow, and you need to express your ideas clearly and professionally. Instead of just preparing in your head, you can actually have a mock meeting with AI. You can say something like, "Act as my manager in a team meeting. I will present my project update, and you ask me follow-up questions." And AI will simulate a real conversation by asking relevant questions, challenging your ideas, and even correcting your grammar if you make mistakes. This is incredibly powerful because you're not just memorizing sentences, you're actively engaging in a real dialogue.
Exactly, Sophia. And let's add another layer to this. Meetings aren't just about what you say, but also how you say it. Many English learners struggle with intonation, confidence, and fluency. One trick I love is using AI-generated scripts to practice delivery. For example, you can ask AI, "Write a professional response to a difficult client request in a meeting." And once AI gives you the response, you can read it out loud, record yourself, and compare your speech with AI-generated audio. Some tools, like ChatGPT with voice support or other AI-powered text-to-speech apps, can actually read the response in natural-sounding English, so you can mimic the pronunciation and tone. This is how you build confidence and sound professional.
This is such a great point, Adam. And speaking of confidence, let's talk about something even more challenging: handling difficult conversations at work. Maybe you need to disagree with a colleague professionally, negotiate a deal with a client, give constructive feedback to an employee. These are moments where the wrong choice of words can cause misunderstandings or even damage relationships. But AI can help you practice diplomacy and professionalism. For example, you can ask, "Give me a polite way to disagree in a business meeting." And AI might suggest phrases like, "I see your point, but I'd like to offer a different perspective." "I understand your concern, but based on our data, I believe." "I appreciate your input, and I'd like to add another angle." See how much more professional and polite that sounds compared to saying, "I don't agree" or "that's wrong." AI can teach you these subtle communication techniques that make a huge difference in the workplace.
Absolutely. And another tricky situation is giving constructive criticism. Many learners struggle with this because they're afraid of sounding too harsh or too indirect. AI can help you find the right balance. You can ask, "Give me a professional way to give feedback to an underperforming employee." And AI might generate something like, "I really appreciate your hard work on this project. One area where we can improve is, you've made great progress, and I'd like to see more focus on, let's work together on strengthening this skill so we can reach our goals." This kind of language makes feedback sound supportive rather than negative. And if you're in a leadership role, mastering this skill is essential.
Now, Adam, let's talk about one of the most nerve-wracking business conversations: job interviews. Many learners prepare by memorizing answers, but that's not enough. Interviews require quick thinking and adaptability, and AI can help you simulate a real interview experience. You can type into ChatGPT, "Pretend to be an interviewer for a marketing manager position. Ask me common interview questions and give feedback on my answers." And AI will not only ask realistic interview questions but also provide feedback on your responses. If your answer is too vague, AI might suggest adding more details. If your grammar is off, I can correct it. This kind of practice is incredibly valuable because you're getting real-time coaching before your actual interview.
That's such a great tip. And let's not forget about negotiating salary. Many people feel uncomfortable discussing money, but AI can help you rehearse professional ways to ask for a raise or negotiate an offer. You can try, "Help me phrase a polite salary negotiation email." And AI will generate something like, "I'm excited about the opportunity, and based on my skills and experience, I'd like to discuss the possibility of adjusting the salary to, I truly value this role, and was wondering if there's flexibility in the compensation package." This helps you sound confident without being pushy, which is a crucial skill in business English.
So, Adam, we've covered so much in this chapter. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. Here's how AI can help you master business conversations. Simulate real business meetings and practice responses. Improve intonation, fluency, and confidence with AI-generated scripts. Learn professional ways to disagree, negotiate, and give feedback. Prepare for job interviews and salary negotiations with AI-powered mock interviews. And here's a challenge for our listeners. This week, pick one business conversation you struggle with, whether it's a meeting, a difficult discussion, or an interview. Use AI to practice, refine your responses, and build your confidence. Then, try using those skills in real life. So, Adam, we've covered so much in this chapter. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. Here's how AI can help you master business conversations. Simulate real business meetings and practice responses. Improve intonation, fluency, and confidence with AI-generated scripts. Learn professional ways to disagree, negotiate, and give feedback. Prepare for job interviews and salary negotiations with AI-powered mock interviews. And here's a challenge for our listeners. This week, pick one business conversation you struggle with, whether it's a meeting, a difficult discussion, or an interview. Use AI to practice, refine your responses, and build your confidence. Then, try using those skills in real life. All right, Adam, we've talked about how AI can help with business conversations, but now let's focus on something just as important: writing. Whether it's emails, reports, proposals, or presentations, clear and professional writing is essential in the workplace. But let's be honest, many English learners struggle with writing because they're not sure about grammar, tone, or even the right business phrases to use.
Exactly, Sophia. And that's where AI can become your personal writing assistant. Imagine having an expert available 24/7 to help you refine your emails, structure your reports, or even generate ideas for business documents. AI tools like DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT can do all that and more. But here's the key: you need to know how to use them effectively. AI isn't here to replace your writing skills. It's here to enhance them and make you a more confident communicator.
Let's start with emails, one of the most common forms of workplace communication. Many English learners struggle with email writing because they either write too casually or too formally. For example, instead of writing, "Hey, I need the report by Friday. Thanks." They should write, "Checkmark, dear name. I hope you're doing well. Could you kindly send me the report by Friday? I appreciate your help. Best regards, your name." But here's the problem. If English isn't your first language, it's hard to know what sounds polite and professional. That's where AI comes in. You can simply copy your email draft and ask AI, "Can you make this email more professional?" And in seconds, AI will refine it for you, adjusting the tone, grammar, and formality to match a professional setting. Let's start with emails, one of the most common forms of workplace communication. Many English learners struggle with email writing because they either write too casually or too formally. For example, instead of writing, "Hey, I need the report by Friday. Thanks." They should write, "Checkmark, dear name. I hope you're doing well. Could you kindly send me the report by Friday? I appreciate your help. Best regards, your name." But here's the problem. If English isn't your first language, it's hard to know what sounds polite and professional. That's where AI comes in. You can simply copy your email draft and ask AI, "Can you make this email more professional?" And in seconds, AI will refine it for you, adjusting the tone, grammar, and formality to match a professional setting.
That's a fantastic tip. And AI doesn't just improve politeness, it also helps with clarity and conciseness. Many learners write long, complicated emails that are difficult to read. AI can help you simplify your message while keeping it professional. You can ask, "Can you make this email more concise but still polite?" And AI will shorten it without losing professionalism. This is a huge time saver, especially if you work in a fast-paced business environment where clear, to-the-point communication is essential.
Now, Adam, let's talk about something even more challenging: business reports and proposals. Many learners struggle with structuring their writing. They don't know how to start, what to include, or how to make their writing sound formal and persuasive. Here's where AI can help. Let's say you need to write a business proposal, but you're unsure how to begin. You can ask AI, "Can you give me a professional outline for a business proposal about launching a new product?" And AI will generate a clear structure, like this: 1. Introduction. Purpose of the proposal. 2. Market analysis. Why this product is needed. 3. Strategy and implementation. How the product will be launched. 4. Financial plan. Budget and expected revenue. 5. Conclusion, summary, and next steps. Once you have this outline, writing becomes much easier because you have a clear roadmap.
That's such a game changer, Sophia. And the best part? AI can help refine each section of your report. Let's say you've written your market analysis, but you're not sure if it sounds professional enough. You can paste it into AI and ask, "Can you make this section more formal and persuasive?" AI will enhance your vocabulary, improve sentence structure, and even suggest better ways to present data. This is a great way to learn professional writing techniques without hiring an expensive writing coach.
Another big challenge for English learners is grammar and spelling mistakes. Even advanced learners make small errors that can make a professional email or report look unpolished. AI can act as your real-time proofreader, catching mistakes before you send your document. For example, before sending an important report, you can paste it into AI and ask, "Can you check this for grammar and spelling errors?" And AI will highlight mistakes and suggest corrections. The key here is to review AI's suggestions and learn from your mistakes instead of just accepting the changes blindly. This way, you're improving your English skills over time.
Exactly. And some AI tools can even check for tone and clarity. Let's say you've written a report, but it sounds too technical or complex. You can ask AI, "Can you simplify this paragraph for a general audience?" And AI will rewrite it in a clearer, more understandable way. This is incredibly useful if you're communicating with clients, colleagues, or stakeholders who may not have technical expertise in your field.
You know, Adam, AI isn't just for fixing mistakes. It's also a great tool for learning new writing techniques. Let's say you struggle with writing introductions. You can ask AI, give me 5 different ways to start a professional email. And AI might give you, I hope this email finds you well. I'm reaching out regarding. I wanted to follow up on. I appreciate your time and wanted to discuss. I'd like to share some updates on. This gives you multiple ways to start your emails, making your writing more dynamic and professional.
That's such a great learning strategy. And another cool trick is using AI to summarize long texts. If you receive a long email or report and don't have time to read everything, you can ask AI, summarize this email in 3 bullet points. And AI will give you a quick, clear summary of the key points. This saves time and helps you focus on the most important information.
All right, Adam. We've covered a lot of powerful ways AI can act as your personal writing assistant. Let's do a quick recap. Here's how AI can help improve your writing. Polishing emails, making them more professional, polite, and concise. Structuring reports and proposals. Providing clear outlines and refining content. Fixing grammar and spelling errors. Acting as your personal proofreader. Improving clarity and tone. Making your writing more persuasive and readable. Helping you learn new writing techniques. Giving examples and suggestions to improve your skills. And here's a challenge for our listeners. This week, before sending an important email or document, use AI to refine it. Pay attention to AI's suggestions and apply them to your future writing. All right, Adam. We've talked about how AI can help with writing, but now let's focus on something just as important: listening and pronunciation. Many English learners understand grammar and vocabulary but struggle with speaking clearly and confidently. They often say, I know the words but I can't pronounce them correctly, or I understand English when I read, but I struggle when people speak fast. That's a real challenge in the workplace, especially when you're in meetings, giving presentations, or talking with international clients.
Exactly, Sophia. But the good news is, AI can help improve both listening and pronunciation in powerful ways. Think of it as your personal pronunciation coach and listening practice tool, available 24/7. Today, we'll explore how AI tools like DeepSeek AI and ChatGPT can help you. Checkmark. Train your ears to understand fast speech. Perfect your pronunciation using AI feedback. Improve fluency and confidence when speaking. By the end of this chapter, you'll have practical AI-powered techniques to take your spoken English to the next level.
Let's start with one of the biggest struggles: understanding fast English. Many learners say, I can read English well, but when native speakers talk, I get lost. That's because real-life conversations are full of connected speech, contractions, slang, and different accents. I can help train your ears to handle this. One powerful trick is using AI-generated dialogues. You can ask AI, give me a business conversation between a manager and an employee about a project deadline. Then, copy that text into a text-to-speech AI tool that can read it in a natural voice. Try listening first without reading, and then check the text to see what you missed. This is a great way to train your brain to process natural speech.
That's such a fantastic tip. And another technique is slowing down audio with AI. Many English learners get frustrated because they can't catch every word when native speakers talk fast. The solution? Take an English podcast or an AI-generated conversation and ask, can you summarize this conversation in simpler English? AI will break down complex sentences into clearer, easier-to-understand versions. Then, as your listening improves, you can go back to the original fast version. This helps you gradually train your ears for real-world conversations.
Now, Adam, let's talk about pronunciation. Many learners struggle with certain sounds, like the difference between ship and sheep, or work and walk. The problem is, they don't always have a native speaker to correct them. But guess what? I can act as a pronunciation coach. One amazing trick is using AI voice recognition tools. Some AI tools allow you to speak into your microphone, and AI will analyze your pronunciation. You can try this by saying a sentence into AI and then asking, "Did I pronounce this correctly?" AI will highlight which words sound unclear and give suggestions to improve. This is like having a personal tutor who listens and corrects you instantly.
That's such a powerful tool, Sophia. And another AI technique is mimicking native speech. Here's how it works. 1. Ask AI to generate a professional sentence like, "Our company is committed to delivering high-quality services worldwide." 2. Copy the sentence into a text-to-speech AI tool and listen to the correct pronunciation. 3. Record yourself saying the sentence and compare it with the AI version. This method helps you train your mouth muscles to sound more natural. The more you mimic native pronunciation, the more fluent you become.
Now, Adam, pronunciation is important, but so is fluency. Many learners hesitate when speaking because they're afraid of making mistakes. AI can help build confidence by simulating real conversations. You can type into AI, "Act as my co-worker. Let's have a discussion about our company's new project." And AI will respond naturally, like a real person. This helps you practice thinking in English without pausing too much.
That's a fantastic way to build fluency. And another trick is using AI to generate follow-up questions. For example, if you're preparing for a business meeting, ask, "Give me 5 follow-up questions I can ask after a presentation." AI might give you, "Can you explain that point in more detail? How does this compare to last year's results? What are the next steps for this project?" Practicing these in advance helps you sound more engaged and confident in real conversations.
Now, Adam, let's talk about accent reduction. Many learners feel self-conscious about their accents. The goal isn't to get rid of your accent, it's to make sure your English is clear and easy to understand. I can help with this. One great trick is shadowing with AI. You can 1. Pick an AI-generated conversation or podcast. 2. Listen to one sentence at a time. 3. Repeat the sentence immediately after hearing it. Compare your version with the original. This method helps you match the rhythm, intonation, and stress patterns of native speakers. Over time, your speech will sound more natural.
That's such a great method, Sophia. And AI can also highlight the sounds you need to work on. You can ask, "Which English sounds are difficult for non-native speakers?" And AI might say, "The TH sound in think and this. The difference between V and W in very and worry." Once you know your weak spots, you can focus on practicing those sounds. This makes your pronunciation clearer and more natural.
Adam, we've covered pronunciation and listening, but now let's talk about something that makes many English learners nervous: grammar mistakes. You know how it feels when you're writing an important email or preparing a report, and suddenly you start second-guessing yourself. Is it "I have went" or "I have gone"? Should I say "in the meeting" or "at the meeting"? These small errors might not seem like a big deal, but in a professional setting, they can make you look less confident or even unprofessional. I've had so many learners tell me, "I know what I want to say, but I always worry that I'm using the wrong grammar." And honestly, Adam, when you're in a high-pressure work environment, there's no time to sit and double-check every sentence. That's where AI becomes an absolute game-changer. Imagine having a real-time grammar checker that not only corrects your mistakes, but also explains why they were wrong so you can learn from them. AI tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek AI act like your personal grammar coach, giving you instant feedback on your writing. And it's not just about fixing small mistakes. It's about helping you sound clearer, more professional, and more confident in every message you send. The best part? AI doesn't judge. You can ask it the same question 100 times, and it will always give you a polite, detailed answer. Today, we're going to show you exactly how to use AI to sharpen your grammar, avoid embarrassing mistakes, and express yourself like a true professional.
Sophia, that's so true. A lot of professionals, whether they're sending an email, preparing a presentation, or even messaging their colleagues, hesitate because they're afraid of making grammar mistakes. But the biggest problem isn't just making mistakes, it's not realizing when you've made them. That's what AI does so well. It catches things you wouldn't notice on your own. For example, let's say you write, "I look forward to meet you tomorrow." AI will instantly correct it to, "I look forward to meeting you tomorrow," and then explain that "look forward to" should always be followed by an ing form, not the base verb. This way, you're not just fixing mistakes, you're actually learning grammar naturally as you go. And it gets even better. AI can simplify complex grammar rules that used to take hours to learn in textbooks. If you struggle with conditionals, for example, you can just type, "Can you explain conditionals in simple words?" And AI will break it down into easy-to-understand examples. First conditional. If it rains, I will take an umbrella. Second conditional. If I were you, I would apply for the job. Third conditional. If I had studied, I would have passed the exam. Instead of memorizing confusing rules, AI teaches you through real-life examples, so the next time you need to use it, it comes naturally. And here's another powerful trick. AI helps you improve your sentence structure so your writing sounds more professional. Many English learners write long, complicated sentences that don't flow well. AI can take a sentence like, "The report that was sent by the manager yesterday, it contains important information which is necessary for the project," and simplify it to, "The manager sent the report yesterday. It contains important information for the project." See how much cleaner and more natural that sounds? This is exactly how AI helps you sound more polished and professional in the workplace.
That's such a great point, Adam. Another thing I love about AI is how it helps learners write with variety. Many people use the same sentence structures over and over, which makes their writing sound repetitive. AI can help you rewrite your sentences in multiple ways, so you learn how to express ideas differently. For example, if you type, "Our team completed the project successfully," AI can suggest alternative ways to say the same thing, like, "The project was successfully completed by our team," or "We successfully completed the project as a team." This is a great way to train yourself to use different sentence styles and make your writing sound more dynamic. And you know what's even better? AI generates personalized exercises to help you practice weak areas. If you struggle with prepositions, you can ask, "Give me a fill-in-the-blank exercise for prepositions of time," and AI will give you sentences like, "I have a meeting Monday on," "She was born 1995 in," and "We will meet 5 p.m. at." Instead of passively reading grammar rules, you're actively practicing, which makes the learning process much faster and more effective.
That's such a smart way to use AI, Sophia. And here's another technique I love, using AI to practice error correction. Let's say you want to train your brain to catch mistakes naturally. You can ask AI, "Give me 5 sentences with grammar mistakes to correct," and it will give you something like, "She don't like coffee." She doesn't like coffee. Or, "I am working here since 2019. I have been working here since 2019. By practicing with these kinds of exercises, you develop an instinct for spotting and fixing errors, which makes you a much stronger writer over time. And here's something interesting. AI can even help you with tone and formality. Sometimes learners write emails that sound too casual for a professional setting. AI can help adjust your tone. If you type, "Hey boss, I need some info about the meeting," AI can refine it to, "Hello Mr. Kumar, could you provide me with some details about the meeting?" This is an easy way to make sure your workplace communication sounds polite and professional.
That's an amazing tip, Adam. I think a lot of learners don't realize how important tone is in professional writing. Using AI to refine your sentences makes a huge difference in how people perceive your messages. And the best part? The more you practice with AI, the more naturally these grammar improvements become part of your writing. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap. We've seen how AI can help you catch and fix grammar mistakes, simplify complex rules, improve sentence structure, generate personalized exercises, and refine your tone for professional writing. And now, here's a challenge for our listeners. Take one paragraph from a recent work email, a report, or even a social media post, and run it through AI. Ask it, can you check this for grammar mistakes and suggest improvements? Look at the corrections and try to understand why each one was made. If you do this regularly, you'll see a huge improvement in your grammar over time. Adam, one of the biggest struggles English learners face isn't just vocabulary or grammar. It's confidence. So many people know the words, they understand the rules, but when it comes to actually speaking, they freeze. They worry about making mistakes, about sounding awkward, or about people judging them. And this fear holds them back, especially in professional settings where speaking up is crucial. It's heartbreaking to see talented, intelligent people hold themselves back just because they're afraid their English isn't perfect. But here's the truth. Confidence is a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained. And this is where AI becomes such a powerful tool. AI gives you a safe, judgment-free space to practice speaking and writing. No pressure, no embarrassment, just you and a smart assistant that helps you improve step by step. You can have full conversations with AI, practice interviews, rehearse presentations, and even get feedback on your tone and delivery. And the best part? The more you use AI to practice, the more natural and effortless speaking becomes. Today we're going to talk about how AI can help you break through shyness, build confidence, and speak English boldly, especially in professional situations.
That's such an important topic, Sophia. Confidence really is the key to everything. Think about it. When you hear someone speaking fluently, they don't necessarily have a perfect accent or perfect grammar. What makes them sound impressive is their confidence. They own their words, they don't hesitate, and that makes people trust them. And the funny thing is, when you speak with confidence, even if you make small grammar mistakes, people barely notice. But if you hesitate, pause too much, or doubt yourself, that's when people start focusing on your mistakes instead of your message. Now, I know that for many English learners, confidence doesn't just magically appear overnight. It's something you build over time. But here's the good news. AI can help you train confidence the same way athletes train for competitions. You can use AI to simulate real-life conversations before you actually have them. Let's say you have an important meeting coming up, and you're nervous about speaking up. Instead of worrying in your head, you can open an AI tool and type, "Can we role-play a business meeting where I have to present an idea?" The AI will act like a manager or colleague and respond naturally. This helps you practice how to express your ideas, respond to questions, and even handle difficult situations before you face them in real life.
That's a brilliant strategy, Adam. Practicing with AI removes the fear of the unknown because you get to experience the situation before it actually happens. And another great way to use AI for confidence building is by practicing job interviews. Many learners feel nervous about job interviews because they don't know what kind of questions they'll be asked or how to answer them clearly and professionally. But AI can help with that too. You can type, "Can you ask me common job interview questions and evaluate my answers?" And AI will act like a hiring manager. It will ask you questions like, "Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? And what are your strengths and weaknesses?" You can then practice your answers, and if you feel unsure about something, you can ask AI to refine them to sound more professional. And here's another powerful technique. AI can help you analyze your tone. Many English learners struggle with speaking in a way that sounds natural and confident. Some speak too softly, others rush their words, and some sound overly formal or robotic. You can use AI to generate sample scripts in different tones and practice them out loud. You can ask AI, "Can you rewrite this response in a more natural and confident tone?" and it will adjust your wording to sound more fluent. The more you practice with these AI-generated responses, the more confident and natural you'll sound in real conversations.
That's such a game changer, Sophia. And let's not forget about everyday communication at work. A lot of people hesitate to speak up in meetings or network with colleagues because they feel their English isn't good enough. But here's the truth. The more you speak, the more confident you become. One great way to push past shyness is to prepare in advance using AI. If you know you have a meeting tomorrow, you can ask AI, "Can you help me prepare some discussion points for my meeting about project updates?" It will give you structured sentences that you can rehearse, so when the meeting happens, you already have the words ready. Another simple but powerful trick is to practice small talk with AI. Many professionals feel awkward starting casual conversations with colleagues because they don't know what to say. But you can ask AI, "Can you give me some conversation starters for networking events?" And it will generate natural, engaging questions. Practicing these in advance makes it much easier to start conversations in real life.
Yes, and I love that AI also helps you train your mindset. A lot of learners think, "I'll start speaking more once my English is perfect." But the reality is, perfection is not the goal. Communication is. You don't need perfect grammar or an American or British accent to be a great communicator. What you need is clarity, confidence, and the ability to express your thoughts without fear. AI helps you do exactly that by letting you practice in a low-pressure environment until you feel ready to use your skills in real-world situations. And before we wrap up, I want to share one more confidence-building exercise for our listeners. If you ever feel too shy to speak English, record yourself speaking about any topic for 1 minute every day. It could be about your day, your job, or even a random topic AI gives you. Then, run your recording through an AI tool that can analyze pronunciation and fluency. This helps you identify areas for improvement and track your progress over time. And if you feel really brave, you can even share your recordings with AI and ask for feedback like, "Can you tell me how to make my speech sound more natural?"
That's such a powerful exercise, Sophia. And I love that we're focusing on progress, not perfection. To everyone listening, if you struggle with shyness, the best thing you can do is start speaking today. Use AI as your practice partner. Role-play professional situations, analyze your tone, prepare for meetings, and train your confidence step by step. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Well, Sophia, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I'm so excited about everything we've shared. We've explored how AI tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek AI can take your English skills to new heights, whether it's boosting your vocabulary, perfecting your grammar, helping with business conversations, or even building your confidence. AI has proven to be a valuable companion for learners looking to improve their English for work, and it's clear that the sky's the limit when you use these tools the right way. But I think one of the most important points we touched on today is how balance is key. AI is an incredible tool for language learners, but we can't forget about the importance of real-world practice and human interaction. Make AI your learning partner, not your crutch. Use it to refine your skills, prepare for meetings, role-play difficult conversations, and build your confidence. But don't replace the human element of language practice.
Absolutely, Adam. Today we've covered how to use AI to build confidence, master business communication, improve pronunciation, and so much more. It's been an exciting journey into the world of AI-assisted learning, and we hope our listeners now feel inspired to take their English to the next level with these powerful tools. Now, we're going to wrap up with something fun, a challenge for all of our listeners. We want you to take action and start using AI to improve your English skills. But we're not going to leave you with just advice. We've got a 7-day challenge for you.
Yes, here's the challenge. Over the next 7 days, we want you to use AI every day to practice your English at work. Whether that means writing emails, practicing business vocabulary, doing pronunciation drills, or simulating a meeting or interview, just make sure you use AI to enhance your skills every day. After 7 days, We want you to share your progress with us. You can leave a comment below, share your experiences, or even post about it on social media with the hashtag AI English Challenge. Tell us how AI has helped you improve, what challenges you faced, and what results you've seen. We want to hear all about it.
And don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment telling us about your journey with AI in language learning. Let us know how this episode has helped you and what you'd like to learn about next. We're here to help you on your English learning adventure, and your feedback is so valuable to us.
All right, Sophia, how about we finish up with a fun little experiment? Let's give AI a final prompt and see what it comes up with.
Okay, let's do it. I'll type in the prompt. Give us a motivational quote to inspire English learners at work. Let's see what it says.
The journey to mastering a new language is a marathon, not a sprint. Each word you learn and every sentence you speak brings you closer to your goal. Keep going, and the world will open up in ways you never imagined.
Wow, that's so powerful. I think that's the perfect way to end this episode. Learning English is a journey, and you're already on the right path by listening to this podcast and using AI to boost your skills. Keep going, and you'll see the rewards in your career and personal growth.
Well said, Sophia. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. Remember, your 7-day challenge starts now. Use AI, practice daily, and let us know your progress. Until next time, keep learning and stay motivated.
And don't forget, language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep at it, and we'll be right here cheering you on. See you next time. Thank you.